I have no clue. There's something evil here.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, Leo sent me First Contact. And this 2023 film was directed by Bruce Wemple and stars Anna Shields, James Lindell, and Chris Simperman, among others, of course. The story of this movie follows this brother and sister pair as they investigate their deceased father's kind of research. And he was doing some research about, I think it was like extra-dimensional or extraterrestrial type of stuff. Along the way, though, the Earth can see this like orb coming towards the Earth. It's like a UFO, or what's it called now? UAP type of situation where they're not sure what it is. And they think it might be an alien, but who really knows? And so they kind of have to deal with the scouts that this UFO has kind of sent out. It's this kind of like a being on the planet. And they kind of take over someone else's body. And then they might have a dark dimension that is in the basement or whatnot. It's all very kind of confusing, but interesting at the same time. What will happen though? Well, you have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. So what works with it? Well, it certainly has lots of different sci-fi concepts in it. And as a sci-fi fan, you're interested in them enough to, go along with them and try to figure out what the answers are. There's this, again, UFO thing coming to Earth, and what's that all about? There's like this dark dimension aspect to it. There's like a mind control virus that controls one guy, and then I don't know what it is, turns him to a zombie, or not really a zombie, but something that kind of looks like it with the sunken eyes and all that different type of stuff. Then there's a few other things in there that all engage you in their scientific ideas. It's not the most clear what exactly happens. It's very much kind of like an X-Files episode where you're never really told anything, and it's really just up to you. Even the characters don't know half the stuff that they're dealing with, right? So it reminds me very much of the X-Files, so, that's pretty good. In addition, one thing I noticed was certainly the filming and the shooting of this whole movie. They must have a good camera. It looks very crisp, very clean, but then they also have the technical skill to use it effectively. They certainly have this depth of field thing going on where, everything is blurry except this kind of like 1 meter distance away from them and that type of stuff. So I really enjoyed the filming. It definitely added to it, made it more interesting just to watch. So that was pretty good. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this one. I did think the pacing was a little bit slow. There is a lot of kind of just stuff in the countryside. It's the USA countryside, so there's crickets and birds going off, and I don't know. It doesn't seem as like focused on any action or discovery. Sometimes they're just talking about what they discovered, and I guess it could be faster, but at the same time, I think it works well for kind of that aesthetic and that they're going for, where it's supposed to seem like this could be anyone's father in the countryside or whatever. So it works for what it is. It's just not that fast paced. So those people who are looking for high intensity type of stuff, this is not it. It is kind of more low key, just like the X-Files, doing research, doing this and that, traveling to these places. So it works on that level. Certainly with the X-Files, they very rarely give you any answers. The answers are out there, but never told to you. So it has that situation going on as well. So if you are really into finding answers, you probably will be kind of disappointed with this one. I enjoy it for that X-Files quality, certainly, but that always comes with its own issues, in my opinion. As for my recommendation, well, certainly if you like that mystery sci-fi that the X-Files always brought to you, you can turn this one on and enjoy it. So if that sounds like you, then press play. As for a rating, well, I certainly thought it was okay, so I'll give it the okay score of 4 because I certainly was okay with the whole thing. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.